Well, hello and welcome to another Daily Dominion. It's Wednesday and we have two expansions, them being those being Rising Sun and Dark Ages. And this kingdom does look quite exciting on the first glance. I mean, we have strong events such as continue and asceticism. Oh gosh, I'm going to bungle this all the way through this playthrough anyways. And also there's the prophecy of rapid expansion, which usually greatly accelerates games and, in my opinion, usually makes them more fun. But on the other hand, we notice that rapid expansion only is triggered by Mountain Shrine. And actually, to further motivate this or talk about this, let me show you the kingdom. Let me hide the camera. And yeah, as you can see, the only Omen card is Mountain Shrine, and Mountain Shrine is quite nice, usually quite strong, especially if there are actions that are likely to end up in the trash. There is no such thing here unless someone goes for death card. And on a more grim side, there is no proper village until Rapid Expansion comes online. And with Rapid Expansion online, okay, you can gain cards like Band of Misfits, for example, probably via Altar. And then the next turn you're going to have village effects off of that. For example, the Band of Misfits playing a Sage. Or you can continue as a village effect, but that is going to cost you 8 debt, so that's really not that great, especially since you will only be able to continue with Sage. Let me actually show you continue if you want to read through it. And yeah, I don't know. Also, you could continue with a death card, I guess, but that's going to achieve not that much except for put 2 runes in your deck or in play if Rapid Expansion is active. But if you decide to skip out on Mountain Shrine and only AI goes for it, then Rapid Expansion will trigger rather late. And at that point, you should be off to the races to just rush down provinces in a better way. So actually, the answer to this kingdom, in my opinion, is a more simplistic money strategy. There are good tools for it. There's strong trashing in Asceticism and Junk Dealer. And yeah, I don't know what else to tell you. Well, I kind of missed my chance, but I wanted to show off this beautiful pile of carrots and good noodles I will have after recording this daily and just came back from volleyball once again. Yeah, sorry. Little interlude, probably a bit a bit weird, but yeah, here's the kingdom plot, and we get to see what I told you. Weak village, okay-ish draw, although the main draw here will be Imperial Envoy, which is terminal, and well, maybe Mountain Shrine if there are actions in the trash, but really, yeah, with the absence of village, there is not that much drawing to be done here. Gains, I mean, there is plus buy in an Imperial Envoy. Continue lets you gain multiple cards per turn. Altar and in combination with like Death card or whatever lets you gain more cards. But it's all not super enticing, and yeah, the presence of Junk Dealer and Asceticism just scream for money stuff. Riverboat also notably is not impressive with Mystic being the next being the set aside card, because Mystic itself is just usually very weak. You gotta know your deck very well, and even then you only get a minor benefit, so not going for those. And yeah, I don't know. Opening wise, we have the 3/4, for which I would suggest going for silver and asceticism, trashing an estate, which will mean that you're, I think, guaranteed to hit 5 on the reshuffle, because you only have 10 cards and 9 money in those. And you might even hit 6, which you might get an altar with. And otherwise, just a junk dealer early on is good. Then add more silvers, work your way up to golds, and that's fine. And on the 5-2, you can just go for junk dealer. You can buy a fun asceticism, which does nothing on the 2. Even on the 5-2, I would not recommend going for Mountain Shrine, I think, just because, well, unless you are angling to go for the rapid expansion, I think you're better off not going into that and just gunning for that Imperial Envoy or an early Asceticism trash to accelerate trashing. So yeah, I think on a 5-2 you don't go for Mountain Shrine, and on a 2-5 you don't have the option anyways. So let's start this one and start with Silver Asceticism, as I said. I think that sounds quite good. Notably, you cannot trash 2 cards because of the way asceticism works. And here we already have a choice. I think just going for another asceticism is fine, and then we will pick up. Actually, I'm not feeling the altar all that much. Could just be a junk dealer or even just a gold. Although the altar will get us like an Imperial Envoy, a junk dealer, and then maybe a band of Misfits, which could later on get rid of the junk dealer. It's not super exciting and not super fast, so yeah, I think just getting a junk dealer here is better. We're likely to hit 6. Unfortunately, we don't, but we do trigger the next shuffle already, so we can stick an Imperial Envoy in there, and unfortunately only hit 5 once again. And that I think should be a silver. Next turn we are going to play Junk Dealer and Imperial Envoy, and thus we want some more money in deck. It's a pity we don't get to trash this estate, but we do get to hit gold, and I think that's just the best thing to do here. Yeah, it's not the most exciting kingdom to play through. We still don't get to trash our estates, and I think we want more gold in this deck. Yeah, the junk dealer missing this estate is a bit annoying, but yeah, we can just go province silver or province asceticism. Both look viable. We only hit 7 here. I think it's fine if we go for another gold, although AI is also going for a scary amount of provinces. And here, I'm not sure what we do. Do we pick up another silver? Do we pick up... Like, we're kind of in a bad position, actually. Just because AI got through those provinces so much quicker. Could pick up a continue, it would only cost us 3, and it would broaden our search space next turn if we were to continue for a riverboat. Yeah, it's all not looking all too great. AI is playing reasonable, I think. Just silver should be alright, and AI does get a Scavenger into play there. He only hits 7 once again. This could be an altar, which would gain us duchies, or just a duchy itself, or even an Imperial Envoy, with the plan of playing said Imperial Envoy next turn, or just a gold. Actually, I think I like the Imperial Envoy. And yeah, what do we have down there? We have one more province and the junk dealer. How many coppers have we trashed? I did not track that. I think just 2 more coppers. And so this Imperial Envoy isn't going to be all too great. How much money is this? It's not enough, but by far not enough for double province. But we do have to clear out these cards there. And oh, it was another gold. I didn't remember that. Now this means that we are just a tiny bit off of this province. Also note that continue, I think, is sniped by rapid expansion now. Like if we were to continue, we wouldn't be able to. Um, Actually, maybe what I told you last turn was kind of not true, because you gain the card and then you return to your action phase and play it. Since this gaining is a separate step, you first set it aside, and yeah, then I don't know. I think we should maybe go for just another. Now, what do we do if AI hits province here? I think we are smoked. So we do need to go for stuff like this. Maybe another gold. And just hope that we find our that AI doesn't get this province, and that we do find one of the Imperial envoys. And we have an amazing draw here and managed to win by the skin of our teeth. I think we could have continued there for a bit more points, maybe. But yeah, this was very close for comfort. I don't know. AI did not have that impressive of a deck, but had it not bottom decked the Scavenger and or the Mountain Shrine there, or what did it actually play? I mean, it only had one gold. I guess it wasn't all too likely to have two golds and one of the other things in hand, but it could have for sure. So yeah, but I mean, it was 14 turns. AI did go for good pace there. I don't know. I was almost certain we were going to lose this, but in the end, we had a nice draw and did manage to just win this. Yeah. And actually, let's go back. If we had continued, I don't think we would have had the monies to, um, like, if we had continued a, yeah, the problem also with continue would have been that the card wouldn't have been in play, right? The death card gain us 2 runes, but then would be set aside and we wouldn't get to actually play it. And now playing this Imperial Envoy, I mean, we might draw more of our good stuff and for the third buy, but actually it's just silver, and then we don't even have enough to go for province duchy anymore. Yeah. So good thing we had this very, very nice draw there in the end, this one, that we were able to just outscore AI by 1 point. And but yeah, I don't know, very close for comfort. I don't think there's that much more to this kingdom actually to be done here. You could do death card things, but yeah, they're not that enticing. I mean, the runes you get and with rapid expansion might matter also, but I don't know. Anyways, quick playthrough. I hope my noodles aren't cold yet, so I will finish this video and will try to catch you in the next one. And until then, goodbye.